Grow420tent, welcome all. Episode 31, and it's cannabis cultivation risks. Because you have to think about it every time. You never know. So, growing and using cannabis at home safely, the Canadian way. So, this episode's got to do more with us as growers. All good tips. General considerations: home cannabis production risks, electrical, fire, and indoor air hazards. Those are the three that we can control and we have to put into play to mitigate. Home insurance for cannabis cultivation. In Canada, personal home cannabis cultivation is usually covered by homeowners insurance if kept within legal limits, but exceeding these or failing to disclose can lead to denied claims or canceled policies. Isn't that something? You're at work and all of a sudden something starts smelling. Somebody in the house calls the fire department. Fire department comes in. They make a mess to put everything out, but the insurance company doesn't even pay. You're stuck having to take all that smell out of the house and fight everything off that they used to put out that mess. And electrical fires are very hard to put out and are very, very toxic. Inappropriate installed equipment. Well, I wonder how that happens. Cannabis grow equipment that has been connected electrically with the wrong size wiring will cause heated cords and higher power draws. Of course. And when they get too hot and cause smells and cause fires, that's really sad for having saved, I don't know, whatever it costs to get the right size ones. Always important to do it right. Poorly maintained equipment. Well, that's another thing. Oh my God, that fan, I can start hearing it. And it's got all this just caked. All it takes is and that dust catches on fire. Sad again. Or just it smolders. Just smolders. And somebody smells it. Ah! Fire department comes, look out, everything's gone. Why? Oh, because I left it dirty. Okay, indoor air quality concerns and the rate of air exchanges. This is a big one. This is a big one because we all know, as you can tell right on the picture there, that we have a lot of toxins in our houses. And usually, when a house is sealed up, you're lucky if you have a third of it air change. That's not very much. Fresh air coming in to de how would I say it? Take away the concentration of the indoor air issues. Now, if you have what's called an HRV and you can add it, well, then let's say if you had one air change, well, that's 3 times more. That's even better. It's going to smell good in your house and you're not going to feel a little stuffed up because of the chemicals or whatever's coming off of whatever. That's a well-known thing. Well, all that time you were growing cannabis, your plants, that's what they were getting. They were getting what you're getting. Exactly the same thing. You got it made. So if you were getting better air because you had one air change as opposed to no air changes, um, they were happy too. But they're supposed to get at least 4 air changes. different, even more than you. So it's very, very difficult if you expect your plants with no air changes to be as healthy as you are when you don't get outside all winter. It's it's just the way it is. But no, you get to go to work, you get the fresh air, the plants they get to sit in the great stale air. So that's why air exchanges count. Even if they're done just within the garden, not within the whole house, but within the garden, there's something to be said about the plants having a better chance if they have air changes. Now, preparing your cultivation carefully before firefighters get there is always a good thing. In other words, your grow isn't amongst your storage because they will destroy your storage. They will destroy anything around it. It should be in one corner by itself, nothing around it. All there is walls. So they know they'll surround those walls. If they have to just destroy everything, it's only going to a corner, not in the middle of something where they'll just destroy everything around it to make sure that there's no risk left. That's their job. So if you have it planned and you can tell them, oh, that smell came from that corner there, nowhere else, that's where it started from, they can deal with that corner, and that helps a lot. And it helps you not have as much damage to deal with. Okay, we're going to do a recap on cannabis production risks: the electrical, the fire, and the indoor air. Well, you can see when a piece of equipment isn't looked after and it's unhappy and can be a cause of fire, that wasn't its fault. Same thing with not putting the right extension cord sizes. It's not the machine's fault. So that's why that could be dealt with. The grower has it all upstairs. Last but not least, the grower also has the plan so that if something happens, the fire department knows what corner to go to. He's got it isolated so that they can isolate it and just deal with everything that's in there. Good planning. Keep growing and being one with your medicine. Did you know starts now? Welcome all to Did You Know? Episode 7. Wow. And of course, it's Health Canada's cannabis health warnings. And we have to be careful because they know a lot about us. They'll tell us all about how the effects are and everything. It doesn't matter if you've done it for 10 years as a cannabis. I'm a medical patient for 10 years and they're telling me things that, wow. Let's find out. You'll see for yourself. It's right there. I mean, and even the whole lineup. Canada.ca, bang, 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 to cannabis use effects and risks. Okay, risks. It says right there, effects can be felt within seconds to minutes of smoking, vaporizing. These effects can last up to 24 hours. That's it, bud. One joint and you're done for the day. They're all over the ground, all over at the weed shop. They're just falling all over. That's it, man. Within seconds. Wow. This is recent stuff. Next one. If you eat or drink cannabis, these effects can occur within 30 minutes, okay, to 2 hours. That okay makes sense, but can last up to 24 hours. Come on. We have no life. One a day, that's it, and you're useless. They want us to believe this. Incredible. Incredible. How are we supposed to function when you're told this kind of this is all new stuff? Let's move on. Short-term health effects. Oh no, it's short-term health effects. We're in trouble now. Not the long-term, it's short-term. The flowers and leaves of cannabis plants are used for their ability to cause effects on the mind, including. Okay. So, feeling high or euphoria, a sense of well-being and relaxation. Something's wrong with that. But that doesn't happen if you're not medicating responsibly. That's the number one thing. Yes, people that have been doing it for years can feel all that stuff if they medicate responsibly. So, no matter what these guys think, this is not the best way to approach this, but I think that we can educate ourselves and just say, if it's done right, you can have these kind of moments. And in the short term, you shouldn't be having those kind of moments for no reason. It's usually after you've dealt with trauma that you can then enjoy it. So we'll move on from there. This one is short-term health effects. The flower and leaves of the cannabis plants are used for their ability to cause effects on the minds, including heightened sensory experiences of sight, of taste, of smell, and of sound. Okay. So, if this is something you need, I guess that's beneficial. But why would you want this all the time? Can't you just be normal? Can't you just enjoy normal music? You have to have this special heightened sensory experiences. They make it like it's to go into another world. You can be in your own zen at your own house with no weed, and you're going to be in your own world. This is just nuts. Trying to make it nice, trying to make it. We know that this is. Not everybody wants this. Not everybody wants to get heightened sensory experiences. Some people just want sleep. Some people just want pain control. So They don't worry about stuff like this. They don't worry about being educated by people who say that this is all it's good for. To us, we know. Nice when there's no pain, you can have maybe something like that. But first, it's pain and trauma that we're dealing with. Because it is a medication for such, whether we like it or not. Be one with your cannabis medicine. Unlock the healing powers. And as always,